Hello my dear learners, a very good evening everyone. I am Shashank and I welcome you all on English Medium Prep by Exampur, which is a complete English medium YouTube channel. So students, first of all, good evening and welcome to the session, and please confirm your attendance as well. Then we are going to start today's discussion, and today we are going to discuss important questions from Indian polity, that is part 2. So important questions from Indian polity part 2 we are going to discuss for today's discussion. So first of all, please confirm your attendance, then we are going to start the session of today. So then we are going to start the session of today guys, then we are going to start it. So let's start the session, let's do not waste any other time, so let's begin the session. So good evening Sharvani and welcome to the session. And let's start the session of today. So we are going to discuss important questions of Indian polity part 2. So let's begin the session, and here is the first question that is before you, ki who was the constitutional advisor at the time of formation of Indian Constitution. So Bhanu Prakash, good evening. Mr. Putin, good evening. So welcome to the session everyone. And please, we have started the session, that is the important questions of Indian polity part 2 we are going to discuss. The first question is ki who was the constitutional advisor during the time of formation of the constitution. So constitutional advisor, who he was? So yes, everyone is going with option C, that is Benegal Narsingh Rao. So it is Benegal Narsingh Rao, he was the constitutional advisor. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of drafting committee. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, he was the chairman of steering committee and rules and procedure. Rules and procedure committee, followed by President of Constituent Assembly. He was also the President of Constituent Assembly. And Dr. K. M. Munshi, he was the member of Drafting Committee. He was the member of Drafting Committee as well. Sorry. So correct answer will be guys option C, that is Benegal Narsingh Rao. And Benegal Narsingh Rao plus Benegal Rama Rao. Benegal Rama Rao, they were siblings. And you will find guys कि Benegal Narsingh Rao is the longest serving RBI governor. So Benegal Narsingh Rao was the longest serving RBI governor. He was the sibling of Benegal Rama Rao. Therefore, correct answer will be option C, that is B.N. Rao. He was the constitutional advisor, although he was an ICS officer and has a good knowledge of constitution as well. So he became constitutional advisor. So correct answer will be option C. Now guys, we are going to discuss the next question. Now, the framers of the Constitution of India borrowed the concept of concurrent list described in the 7th schedule from where? So the constitution makers borrowed the idea of concurrent list from where? So from where the idea of concurrent list was borrowed by the constitution makers? Is it Canada, Australia, Italy or South Africa? So from where the concept of concurrent list has been adopted? Okay, let's see the correct answer. Concept of concurrent list, it is adopted from the constitution of which country? Okay, let's see the correct answer. So Sharvani, Putin, everyone is saying option B. And yes guys, correct answer is also option B. Now, concurrent list, language of preamble, freedom of trade and commerce, freedom of trade and commerce, then joint sitting of parliament, that is all adopted from Australia. Now from South Africa we have adopted amendment of constitution and election of Rajya Sabha. Election of Rajya Sabha, that we have adopted from South Africa. Now from Canada we have adopted Union of India name, then Federation with strong center, Federation with a strong center, nothing we have adopted from Italy. So correct answer will be option B. And concurrent list, guys, earlier we have 47 subject, now we have 52. So earlier we have 47 subject in the concurrent list, now we have 52 subjects in the concurrent list. So correct answer will be option B, that is Australia. Correct answer will be option B, that is Australia. So I hope, guys, this should be clear to all of you that from Italy we have adopted nothing from Italy. So we do not have adopted anything from Italy. Okay, what's the procedure when we borrowed the constitution? There is no such procedure. What we saw, okay, this is a good provision, so we modified that provision and adopted in our own constitution. So what was there? It is not like that ki we copied the provision, although the theme is adopted from the foreign country, but the content is our own. So although we have adopted the theme from the foreign country, for example, office of president and vice president, it is adopted from US. But in US, guys, the president is by born citizen of America, but in India, there is no such provision that the person who are by born citizen of India, they can become the president. So it is not like that. So the theme is adopted from the foreign country, but the content is our own. So we have adopted the theme, we do not have copied the whole provision as it was written in the constitution of some other country. So theme is adopted, but the content is our own. So I hope, guys, that should be clear to all of you. Therefore we have not adopted anything from Italy, and the things we have adopted from the constitution of these countries that we have already discussed. So correct answer will be option B. Sorry, option B, yes. Now the fourth schedule of Indian Constitution deals with what? So fourth schedule of the Constitution, that deals with what? Is it allocation of the seats for the Council of State, political defection, panchayat system, or languages? So what we have adopted from the Schedule 4 of the Indian Constitution deals with what? This is the question. What is the Schedule 4 of the Indian Constitution? Deals with what? So Schedule 4 of the Indian Constitution deals with what? Okay, let's see the correct answer. Sharvani is saying option A, then Bhanu Prakash, Rahul, everyone is going with option A. Yes, guys, that is the allocation of seats in Council of States. Council of States simply means the Rajya Sabha. Then political defection, anti-defection law, it is in Schedule 10. Then panchayat, it is in Schedule 11. Then official language, if it is official language, that is in Schedule 8 of the Indian Constitution. So allocation of the seats of states in Rajya Sabha, that is in Schedule 4, and the basis of allocation basis of allocation, it is population, and it will be continued till 2026 and based on 1971 census. So the allocation is based on 1971 census and it will be continued till 2026, and this was being provisioned through 84th Amendment Act. So this was being provisioned through 84th Amendment Act कि the allocation of seats of states in Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, that will be according to 1971 census. Actually it was about to end in 2000. Now what happened? The Atal Bihari Vajpayee government introduced 84th Amendment Act and stretched up to 2026. So in 2026 we will find the new allocation of the seats of states in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So this present allocation, it is based on 1971 census and it will continue till 2026 by 84th Amendment Act. So I hope, my dear students, is it clear to all of you that this is based on which census and it will continue till when? So it is based on which census and by what time it will get continued. Is it clear to all of you? So is it clear, guys? Then do let me know. Then I will be moving to the next question. So then I will be discussing the next question before you. So is that clear? Shall I move to the next question? Okay. Now come to the next question. Marriage, divorce, adoption, they are the entry in the 7th schedule in the constitution under which head? List 1, union list, state list, concurrent list, or none of the above? Marriage, divorce and adoption, it is in which list of Indian constitution? Marriage, divorce, adoption. Marriage, divorce, adoption, it is in which list? Marriage, divorce, adoption in which list? So let's see, maximum students, they are confused between A, B and C. So marriage, divorce, adoption, that is in which list? So Bhanu Prakash, Rahul, they are correct, guys. So that is entry 5. This is entry 5. Marriage, divorce, inheritance and adoption. This is in entry 5 of the concurrent list. So in concurrent list, guys, both center and state can make law. So both center and state can make law. This is in entry 5 of concurrent list. So marriage, divorce, inheritance and adoption, it is in list 3 of the list 3, that is, it is in the concurrent list. And in concurrent list, both center and state can make law on any subject mentioned, and it is in the entry 5. So you need not have to remember the number of entry. So it is in entry 5 of the concurrent list. Union list, we have 97 subject earlier, we have now 100 subject. State list, we have earlier 66, now we have 61, and concurrent list earlier 47, now we have 52. So these are the 3 visible lists, and there is one more imaginary list, that is called residuary list. And power to make law on the matter of residuary list lies with center. So power to make law on the matter of residuary list lies with center. So center can make the law on the matter of residuary list. For example, cyber crime, domestic violence, e-commerce fraud, cyber fraud. So these are all under the residuary list. Can center interfere in the can center cannot interfere in state list? No. Guys, according to article, very good question Bhanu Prakash, 249, center can make law on matter of state list on ground of national importance, on ground of national importance, but recommendation should be given by Rajya Sabha, but recommendation should be given by Rajya Sabha. So definitely guys, center can make law on a matter of state list on the ground of national importance, but the recommendation will be given by Rajya Sabha, then only it can do. So definitely it is according to article 249 कि center can make law on the matter of state list on ground of national importance. So here also center dominates, here also center dominates. So it's a very good question Bhanu, because according to article 249 the center can make law on the matter of state list, but only on the ground of national importance, and that recommendation should be given by Rajya Sabha, then only center can make law on the matter of state list. I hope it is clear to all of you. That is a very good question that Bhanu has raised. I hope it is clear. So according to the concern of Bhanu, can center make law on the matter of state list? So yes, can make according to article 249. I hope Bhanu your query is being resolved now. Definitely center will dominate everywhere. Here also center is dominating, but only the matter should be of the national importance. Then definitely Rajya Sabha can make law on the matter of state list. Center can make the law on the matter of state list. Definitely it can happen. I hope it is clear guys. Definitely. Sir, can center cannot interfere? Okay, that was the question earlier. So definitely center can interfere. Therefore, correct answer will be option C. Therefore, I was on the one side of the screen so that you can take the screenshot or either you can note it down. Now, come to the next question ki how many types of justice has been enshrined in the preamble of the Constitution? So how many type of justice it is mentioned in the preamble of Constitution? Is it 2, 3, 1, 4? How many types of justice it is mentioned in the preamble of Constitution? Watermark irritates. Where is the watermark? I cannot see where is the watermark. So how many types of the justice has been enshrined in the preamble of the Indian Constitution? Okay, so how many type of justice? So there are 3 types of justice. So principle of justice, it is of 3 types. And adopted from USSR. And 3 types of justice is social, economic and political. So 3 type of justice it is enshrined in the preamble of the Indian Constitution: social, economic and political justice. Therefore, correct answer will be option B, that is 3. 3 type of justice: social, economic and political, and it is adopted from where? So adopted from USSR. So from USSR we adopted 2 things. One is the fundamental duties. Second is the principle of justice. USSR that is the fundamental duties and principle of justice. So correct answer will be option B, that is 3 types. Now we will be moving to the next question to discuss. So let's come to the next question, and before I should move to the next question, I will request every one of you to please download the Exampur app. And why I am saying so to download the app, what features we are giving, kindly have a look on it. First of all guys, the first feature that we are giving is the job alerts for all the important examination in which you have the age and educational qualification, so that you cannot miss any of the employment opportunity. Next you have the structured paid courses at affordable fee. Structured paid courses at affordable fee you will be getting. Then free PDFs of the free app session. Free PDFs of the free app session that you will be getting. Then you have the unlimited quiz and practice to practice sufficiently. Then free PDFs of the free previous year solved papers in along with solution. Current affairs, which is compiled on daily, weekly and monthly basis and in bilingual medium in the form of PDF, and All India Scholarship Test to evaluate your performance. Definitely the SSC CGL batches, they are in bilingual, it is in bilingual medium, not properly in Hindi, not properly in English. So this will be in bilingual medium, that is English. So in English as well as in Hindi. So it will be in the both medium, English plus Hindi. That is the CGL batches. Now guys, you have to download this Exampur app on Google Play Store. So you can download from Google Play Store. You can download it from the Google Play Store. Now come to the next question guys, ki consider the statement about fundamental rights. First is that they are guarantee against the state action. They are enumerated in part 3. They ensure social, economic and political justice. They are unlike the Bill of Rights in the USA. So which of the following is correct guys? They are unlike Bill of Rights, that is Bill of Rights in the USA. So which of the statement is correct guys? So this is a very good question, and let's see all the things we have discussed in our previous paid batches. So now you have to apply the concept to get the answer. Now just apply the concept to get the answer. Therefore I am on the one side of the screen so that you can read the question, examine and then answer. Okay, let's come to the next question. Okay guys, so let's see. Okay, Sharvani is option A, Rahul Ahlawat D, then Putin is confused between B and D. Bhanu is saying option A. Okay guys, first of all, what is the first statement? Ki they are guarantee against the state action. Definitely they are the guarantees. Therefore, if fundamental rights are breached, the person can directly approach to the Supreme Court. So they are guarantee against the state action, and state means India as a state. It is not state means Bihar, UP, MP, that is. So they are guarantee against the state action, so that if fundamental rights are violated, person can directly approach to Supreme Court. Person can directly approach to the Supreme Court. So first is correct. They are enumerated in part 3 of the Indian Constitution. That is also correct, because part 3 it is also called Magna Carta. Magna Carta of Indian Constitution. They ensure social, economic and political justice. No, that ensures only political justice. They do not ensure social, economic and political. They ensure only the political justice. So third is wrong. Social and socio-economic justice, that is in DPSP. Socio-economic justice, that is the DPSP. Political justice is fundamental rights. Political justice is fundamental rights. They are unlike the Bill of Rights of the USA. So they are like, not it is unlike guys, they are like Bill of Rights of USA. Therefore, we have adopted US model of fundamental rights. US model of fundamental rights, we have adopted US model of fundamental rights. So 3-4 statement is wrong. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. So correct answer will be option A. Correct answer will be option A. So those who have said option A, they are correct. So guys, it is not easy question. So first of all, if you are conceptually aware about the things of the fundamental right, then you can answer this type of question. Okay, so I hope guys this is clear to all of you. Socio-economic justice, that is ensured by DPSP. This is tier 2 type question guys. This type of question may come in CGL tier 2. So you should practice this type of question also. Okay, what if it comes in CGL tier 2? You should easily answer those questions. Now we have to change the whole strategy of the general awareness. Earlier factual knowledge was well enough to write CGL tier 2. Now without conceptual clarity of the topic, you cannot imagine कि you can clear CGL tier 2, because if you fail in any of the section, that means you are out of the race. So now conceptual understanding of the topic is important rather than cramming some of the dead facts and cramming the old or preparing with the old pattern. So if you are not aware with the technicalities of any of the topic, then it may land you in trouble, because if any of the subjects does not get cleared, then you are out of the race. And I don't want that my students should get out of the race because of this. Therefore, every subject needs proper understanding, proper conceptual clarity of the topic. Now you have in mathematics, you have the statistics also, so you have to pay proper attention for statistics. You have probability, permutation, combination, so that topics need pure conceptual clarity for solving the questions. And same is the condition with general awareness, and do not underestimate computers, because sometimes student fails in computer, although the marks will not be calculated, but it is still a qualifying in nature. So do not underestimate computer guys, because some student, they may take it for granted and may get out of the race. I hope guys this question is clear to all of you. So this question is clear to everyone. Now I will be coming to the next question. Okay, which of the following articles belong to a different category? So this is somewhat a reasoning type question rather than general awareness. So what will be the correct answer guys? Okay, let's see the correct answer. So Sharvani, she is the first one to give the correct answer. article that belongs to a completely different category. So, fundamental rights, right to equality. That is from article 14 to 18, right to freedom from article 19 to 22. So 14, 15, 16, that is under right to equality. Article 19 discusses with the right to freedom. And right to freedom, article 19 discusses with the 6 democratic freedoms. And earlier we have 7 democratic freedom. So earlier we have 7 democratic freedom, right now we have 6 democratic freedom, and I have given you the trick to remember the all democratic freedoms, that is Samrat. So it has total 7 alphabets and every alphabet discusses a democratic freedom. So you have to struck off one, then finally it will be 6 democratic freedom. Therefore correct answer will be option D, that is article 19. And what article 19 discusses? That discusses the 7 democratic freedoms originally, now it is 6 democratic freedom. Therefore correct answer will be option D, and I can well imagine everyone knows the trick Samrat. Everyone knows the trick Samrat, guys, or do you have any confusion in this trick? Through which you can remember all the democratic freedoms sequentially. So this is such a trick through which you can remember all the democratic freedoms sequentially. So does everyone know this trick, or shall I explain? Does everyone know the trick, or shall I explain? Does everyone know the trick, or shall I explain? Because, okay. So if you don't know, then let me tell you. So Rahul does not know. Okay, see. As for freedom of speech and expression, A. Freedom to assemble peacefully. SAA. Freedom to form association. M. Freedom to move freely throughout India, or freedom to reside in any part of India. A. Freedom to acquire hold and dispose of property and T. Freedom of trade, profession and occupation. And this A, it is removed from 44th Amendment Act 1978. So total we have 7 democratic freedom. Right now we have 6. SAAMRAT. Samrat. So these are the 7 democratic freedom. I will be getting one side on the screen so that you can note the trick, or you can take the screenshot of it. So I hope guys this is the trick, and I can well understand that everyone should remember, and through this you can remember all the democratic freedom sequentially. Okay, so okay Rahul, that you can visit the Telegram channel. There you will find many tricks, small trick, but yet it is very effective, so that you can visit through the Telegram channel as well. Many trick PDFs are also available on it. Now come to the next question. Okay, this is an easy question for you all to answer. The question is ki how many fundamental duties are in Indian Constitution? Very easy question, and this type of question guys they are very much easy. So which of the following, how many fundamental duties are in Indian Constitution? So that is a very easy question to answer. Fundamental duties in the Constitution of India. Very easy question guys, and this is an easy question. Total fundamental duties total we have 11, and out of this from 42nd Amendment Act 1976, 10 fundamental duties were added. 10 fundamental duties, and through 86th Amendment Act 2002, 1 fundamental duties was being added. So total we have 11 fundamental duties. 10 was added through 42nd Amendment Act, and let me tell you a very interesting thing कि Sardar Swarn Singh Committee recommended 10 fundamental duties, out of which 8 were accepted. And were added through 42nd Amendment Act. So what happened guys ki actually Sardar Swarn Singh, this committee was responsible for fundamental duties. So Sardar Swarn Singh Committee recommended 10 fundamental duties, but out of that 10 fundamental duties which was recommended by Sardar Swarn Singh Committee, only 8 fundamental duties were adopted by the government. So government adopted only 8 fundamental duties out of the 10 fundamental duties that was recommended by Sardar Swarn Singh Committee. So Sardar Swarn Singh Committee recommended for 10 fundamental duties, out of which 8 were added, and from 2 other fundamental duties they were taken through the 42nd Amendment Act, and then through 86th Amendment Act 1 fundamental duties that was being added. And there was a very famous Attorney General whose name was former Attorney General whose name was C.K. Daftari. He said that there is no need to add fundamental duties as Indians are law-abiding citizen. Therefore, there is no need to add fundamental duties in the Constitution. It is useless. But Mrs. Gandhi said that rights and duties, they should run parallelly. But Mrs. Indira Gandhi said that rights is always accompanied. Rights are always accompanied by duties. Therefore, Mrs. Gandhi recommended to add the fundamental duties, and then Sardar Swarn Singh Committee was formed. It recommended 10 fundamental duties, out of which 8 were accepted, and finally 2 fundamental duties they were carried from some other sources, and then you will find that through 86th Amendment Act 2002, 1 fundamental duties were added, and it is in Part 4A, and only there is one article, that is Article 51A. Therefore, correct answer will be option B. So, you might not be knowing that Sardar Swan Singh committee recommended 10 fundamental duties, out of which 8 were accepted by the government. I hope, my dear students, is that clear to all of you? Is it clear to all of you? Then do let me know. Okay, so guys, now let's move to the next question. Let's move to the next question. Next question is ki who among us the following is the head of Indian Republic? So who among the following is the head of Indian Republic? Is it President, Prime Minister, Cabinet Ministers, political head along with the Council of Ministers? So who is the head of the Council of Ministers? Very easy question to answer. So he is the head of Indian Republic. So head of Indian Republic, guys, and Republic, it is a political system where the president is elected one. So Republic, it is a political system where head of country is elected one, and that is none other than the President of India. So we elect President after every 5 years, and Prime Minister is the head of Government of India. So Prime Minister is the head of Government of India, whereas President is the head of Indian Republic. And what is the Republican form of government? Where the head of the country is always elected, and where the head of the country comes from a particular family, they are called the monarchical system. So in Britain we have the monarchical system, but in India, US, we have the Republican system. So Republican system simply means where the head of the country will be elected one. I hope, my dear students, is that clear to all of you? So is it clear to all of you, guys? Shall I move to the next question? Okay, so next let's move to the next question, and let's see what next question is for us. Now come to the question ki the President of India is not a part of the Parliament, is a part of Parliament, is a part of Parliament and sits in the Parliament, can vote in the Parliament. So what is the status of President with respect to Parliament? This is the question. Okay, let's see the correct answer, guys. It's a very easy question, and if you have read Article 79, then you will be getting your answer. So if you have read Article 79, that is the organs of the Parliament. It is Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and President, or you can say President, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, they are the part of the Parliament. So is a part of Parliament. So the correct answer will be option B. Although President does not come Parliament regularly, does not sits in the Parliament, but yet he is an integral part of Parliament, because without the signature of the President, no bill can become law. Other than this, if President has power to summon or dissolve the Parliament, dissolve Lok Sabha in fact, and the first session of the parliament always starts with the presidential address of the president. So, correct answer will be option B, and whenever parliament is not in session, president has power to promulgate the ordinance also. Therefore, correct answer will be option B. Now, come to the next question. Next question is that the Vice President of India is elected by. So, what is the electoral college of the Vice President? What is the electoral college of the Vice President, guys? Okay, Vice President, what is the electoral college? First of all, the electoral college of the president is not the people, because Vice President in direct election is held and there is no participation of people, and it is did by Election Commission of India. And need support of 40 MPs. Need support of 40 MPs, out of which 20 should be proposer, 20 should be seconder, and the members of the both houses of parliament is in electoral college. Electoral college, that is the both the members of parliament. Parliament house means Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, and the members means elected plus nominated. Elected plus nominated. Therefore, correct answer will be option C. Now, the number of Lok Sabha members required to table no confidence motion against the Council of Ministers. So, what is the minimum number of members they are used to table the no confidence motion against the Council of Ministers? So, no confidence motion against the Council of Ministers, this is how many members they are required to table it. That means minimum support of how many members is needed to table the no confidence motion. Okay, so Putin is saying 60. Okay. So what is the minimum number, guys? The number of members, simply it means minimum number of members. Simply it means minimum number of members. So what will be the correct answer? Minimum number of members they are needed to table the no confidence motion. So only Putin has given the answer, but it is wrong. So no confidence motion, that means कि the majority of house is not with the ruling party, and that is minimum number of members should be 50. So the minimum number of members should be 50 to table the no confidence motion. So that is the minimum number of members should be 50, and it has to be passed. It has to be passed by simple majority. It has to be passed by simple majority. So what happens if it is passed, then the whole Council of Ministers will resign, and if it is not passed, then the opposition cannot introduce the no confidence motion for the next 6 months. Therefore, correct answer will be option C, guys, that is 50. So 50 members they are required, minimum 50 members they are required to table the no confidence motion before the speaker. Then speaker will decide a date on which the discussion will happen, and if it is being defeated, then finally the opposition cannot bring the no confidence motion for the next 6 months. So for the next 6 months, no confidence motion cannot be introduced by the opposition party. Now Rajya Sabha can be dissolved by President, Prime Minister, Council of Minister, or none of the above. So who can dissolve Rajya Sabha? Next question we have, who can dissolve Rajya Sabha? Who can dissolve Rajya Sabha, guys? Who can dissolve Rajya Sabha? So Rajya Sabha, it is a permanent house, it cannot be dissolved. So correct answer will be option D, that is Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. Permanent house can't be dissolved. Can't be dissolved, it is a permanent house, can't be dissolved. Therefore correct answer will be option D. Now, what is the time of 0 hour in Parliament? So, what is the time of 0 hour in Parliament? So, what is the time of 0 hour? Time of 0 hour in the Parliament. So, Parliament starts with 11 am to 6 pm, 11 am to 12 noon. This is the question hour. And this is the time of 0 hour. So correct answer will be option D, guys. This is 0 hour timing, 12 noon to 1 pm, 1 pm to 2 pm. This is lunch hour, 2 pm to 6 pm agenda hour. Therefore correct answer will be option D. Now guys, this question will be your homework. So after this session I have another session to take. So this question will be your homework. And I will be happy to see your response. This is your homework question and you have to answer in the comment box. So please answer in comment box of video. So please answer in the comment box of the video. This is about the question that is all about the joint sitting. So please answer in the comment box of the video. I will be happy to see your answers, and those who will be giving the answer, that means they are conceptually on the right track. So please answer in the comment box of the video, guys. Okay, so students, with this I conclude the session of today, and then we will be meeting for marathon, and the marathon will be on Sunday, that is from 11 am to 1 pm. So on Sunday, guys, you have the marathon session. On Sunday, you have the marathon session from 11 am to 1 pm. So Sunday, that is on day after tomorrow, that is the marathon session from 11 to 1 pm. So that was all for the day, guys. Let's conclude the session, and after my session, hopefully Sanjay sir will be coming to take your quant section. So that was all for the day. Bye bye everyone. Let's again meet on Sunday for the marathon session from 11 am to 1 pm. So bye bye everyone. Do take good care of yourself.